Small teeth. So this patient came to see me and said, I don't like how small my teeth are. What does that mean? There's usually a situation where actually it's not so much the size of all the teeth, it's how small some teeth look compared to others. So actually I translate that when a patient says that to me into a proportion issue. So we have a proportion issue where one tooth looks too big compared to the other one, and that one then looks too small. So if we look at this case here, what we can see is that this tooth is small in relation to other teeth. This tooth is small in relation to other teeth. And then we also have the added issue of an irregular shaped tooth here because it's the wrong tooth in the arch, in the wrong place. We have a baby tooth that's still present. We have a lot of gumminess up at the top, and we have uneven gum where we do have shapes at the top which are uneven. And then we have functional problems because we've got chipping down on the edges of the front teeth. So a lot going on. I would take this case all the way back and kind of think with my end goal in mind by creating a set of temporaries where I feel the patient needs to be in terms of proportion, in terms of shape, and in terms of gum. And that's what we've got here. Now, this case has had a combination of laser gum work, temporary veneers from here to here, adding width and volume at the side, creating shapes which look a little bit more natural for her, but also working up at the top here to create an evenness of gum. Now this gum looks a little bit red and sore because on the day it will heal. So we're correcting proportion and disguising the shapes of the teeth by not only looking at the edges, but actually looking at the top part of the tooth by the gum line. And this is really critical. Sometimes we use crown lengthening, which is a process, which is a surgical process, and my periodontist, my gum specialist, would do that for us. In this case, we managed to do some tests which allowed us to use a laser, which is instant healing, and it's not always possible, but gladly I was pleased to say in this case it was. It makes things a little bit simpler and quicker for the patient. And then we're testing this result. We're trying to ensure that we get something that can work naturally with the movement of the face and the bite. And then what you'll see is the final result is delivered with much better gum line. This tooth has totally been disguised because it was angled forward to be, it's now much straighter and at the right angle. These teeth were totally different on the edges. We still kept a little bit of the character, but we've leveled them out, but nothing looks false. And I think that's the key. We have to try and keep the good things, improve the bad things. But when we have a situation of small teeth, and you want to make them look bigger, we have to work on a number of teeth so that we can get the whole arch to be working with the size. If we work on just a few teeth, what we're going to end up with is a few big teeth and then a narrow smile behind it. So we have to add volume at the side. And this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 veneers.